And now from LeGrand, Oregon, it's another edition of, you guessed it, the Tyler Jones Show. Now here's your host, Tyler Jones. Hello, welcome once again to another edition of the Tyler Jones Show. Tyler Jones here with you, and do we have an exciting program for you today? And a lot to do, a lot to go over. We're going to go over tomorrow night's Thursday night football. An exciting game it should be, as the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Houston Texans. No, Andre Johnson is not suspended. He got in that little fight or whatever, but he's not suspended. We'll go over that. We also got some programming updates. We'll get to your emails. All that and much more on this edition of the Tyler Jones Show. Here we go. Let's start right now. Okay. Our first bit of mail that we are going to do today, it comes from, you guessed it, YouTube.com. And this I got a while back. I just haven't read it yet. Just forgot about it. And it comes from, let's see, here we go. It comes from Steve Possum, ST Possum. He writes, back when we had, the big screen thing, when we were, when I was in, like New York City or London, whatever, in those days when we used that set, he asked, can you please ask the Asians on motor scooters to stop driving in front of you? They are really distracting me. Thank you. And we went ahead and took them off. You get me? Let me just show you this set that we have right now, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, look right here. Okay, I'll get in the picture here. As you can see, right here, see this jersey? That's Kevin Durant of the Oklahoma City Thunder, my favorite player in the NBA. There's the front of it right there. And behind it, you got Indiana, TJ Ford. So let's go to our next bit of business here. Let's see, put that back up there. And this is my jersey from LeGrand football. See right here? LG Jones there, yeah. And behind here is the curtains for the set. We have all the teams of the NFL. And the last bit right here, Sam Bradford, my boy Bradford. Awesome player right here. He'll probably win Rookie of the Year. He came from the Hizzy, Oklahoma. Won the Heisman in 2008 and played a fantastic season. And that's what this set is. That's what we have here. And we plan to add on to this set in the future and hope to make it look better. We'll see. If you have any ideas, write to me, comment, all that stuff. Facebook.com/Tyler Thunder Jones, Twitter.com/Tyler Thunder J, and right here on YouTube /Tyler Thunder Jones. Okay. So, here we go. Thursday night football tomorrow night. It's going to feature the Houston Texans, who are at 5-6, and who really need this win. Gary Kubiak wants to win this game pretty badly if he wants to hold on to his job in the Philadelphia Eagles, the 7-4 Eagles. Now, the Eagles have looked great in some games. Michael Vick looks like he could win the MVP award. But last week, they lost to Chicago. They got off to a late start and couldn't recover. And they hope to have some different success on tomorrow night against this Philadelphia football team, against Houston. And Andre Johnson, he got in that fight with Cortland Finnegan. Many thought, is he going to be suspended? Well, what's going to happen? He was not suspended. He was only fined $25,000. Here's what I don't get, America, what I rant on. James Harrison plays the game of football, clean hit and stuff, and he's been fined $125,000, okay? $125,000. And what happens to him? I mean, that's what happens. He plays the game right, and he gets fined $125,000. Andre Johnson gets in a fight, and he only gets fined $25,000, doesn't get suspended. What's up with that? What's up with that, America? Now, we do a segment called A Look Back in Time every Tuesday. We didn't do that yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and do that today because it leads more into what's going on Saturday. Saturday is the last and final Big 12 championship game. The Big 12 is a conference that features North and South. In the north side, you have Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas State, Kansas, Iowa State, and it also features, let's see, I got Kansas State, Iowa State, Nebraska, Missouri, and, okay, I'll think of that in just a minute. But the South features Baylor, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and Texas. And these conferences, the top two out of each division, the North and South, the winner plays in the championship. And, okay, back on that North topic, I did get all 6, by the way. I just messed up on my counting there. But that's what happens. These conferences play head-to-head in the championship. 12-team conference, and the winner gets an automatic bid to the BCS. It's the Fiesta Bowl. They automatically get into the Fiesta Bowl. And then if they're the best team in college football, if they're one of the top 2 teams, they'll play in the national championship. Well, originally the Big 12 conference was the Big 8. And that ran that way for a long, long time. And then the conference decided, the Southwestern Conference dissolved, and so they added in 4 Texas teams: Baylor, Texas, Texas Tech, and Texas A&M. And all 4 teams have played well in the conference. Texas and Texas A&M are the only ones out of the 4 that have won it in football. Well, Nebraska didn't like the way that they were being treated, that Texas was given more favor in the conference, that they were getting better treatment than Nebraska. And Nebraska was offered to go to the Big Ten and take more money, so Nebraska is leaving to join the Big Ten next season, and Colorado is taking more money to join the Pac-10. And so all of those things came out, and over the summer, these teams, Colorado, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas, Texas Tech, and Texas A&M, were all given the option to join Colorado in the Pac-10. But Texas and Oklahoma led these other schools to go ahead and stay because they were going to get more money. So, based on NCAA rules, it says that in order to have a conference championship game, you must have 12 teams. And they're going to be short 12 teams. They're downsizing to 10. They're going to play a round robin, 9-game round robin where everybody plays everybody. So, that means that this is the final Big 12 championship game. Number 9, Oklahoma, and number 13, Nebraska. Led by 2 fine quarterbacks. Oklahoma's led by the second-year starter, Landry Jones, who stepped in for Sam Bradford. Nebraska's got the young quarterback, Taylor Martinez. Taylor struggled a little bit these last couple games, and Landry Jones had an amazing comeback win against Oklahoma State. He struggled in the first half, threw 3 picks, but in the second half, he threw the 2 greatest passes of his whole entire college football career. So it's going to be interesting. And this is a storied rivalry. It used to be the game in the 70s and 80s. It meant everything. And so what a way to finish off the Big 12 Conference, go on a high note with a storybook ending of Oklahoma and Nebraska. I love it. It's going to be awesome. Me, I'm an Oklahoma fan. I respect Nebraska. I like their program, and I'm just happy to see this happen. And what better way to finish off the conference? I couldn't think of any better way. Any questions, comments, email me. Write to me at drthunderjones@gmail.com. And we will be back here tomorrow. We'll be on Friday for Football Friday edition. And then, not only that, we have a bonus announcement here that's coming here right now. The Tyler Jones Show. Sunday night, we'll do a special edition of this show, a BCS special. We're going to break down every single BCS game and introduction into all the bowl games. That's going to be on Sunday night here on the Tyler Jones Show, because that night we will find out who goes to the national championship game. All that and much more, and this is Tyler Jones, once again, saying good night.